Hey, Happy New Year! It is the 1st of January 2025 here in Australia, and I'm excited about 2025. I never really do New Year's Eve. I can't even stay awake till midnight, but I always wake up on the 1st of January with a sense of optimism and excitement. So for the new year ahead. So that's where I'm at the moment. And I promise I've only had one cup of coffee. So the excitement is really about the new year. In this video, I want to tell you a little bit about my plans for 2025 in terms of the tiny house, but also the channel, the YouTube channel. And I want to start with the YouTube channel because I've been up and running for just under 2 months. And if you watch my launch video, you know that I was planning on giving it 3 months and then decide whether I would continue or not. And I have to tell you, I was very umming and eyeing leading up to launching the channel because I'm a very private person, and the idea of putting my life out there and inviting strangers into my house and was all I just didn't feel all that comfortable about it. But on the other hand, I have been so inspired and motivated by so many YouTubers that I followed in the process of going tiny, fitting out the tiny house. Even now, while I'm living here, I still follow a lot of YouTubers who kind of do the, fitting out small spaces and trying to live somewhat not alternative, but a different life, and trying to secure a more sustainable future in whatever way they want to do that. So that inspiration and motivation, I thought, I wonder if I can provide that. But then I have to put myself out there. Now, I don't mind talking on camera. I felt very comfortable doing that, but it was all these strangers like you watching me every week. So I decided to give it a go and to give it 3 months and see how I felt. And I had a couple of things that I would decide, that I would use to decide whether to go and continue or to stop. So the first one that I was very worried about is just the whole world of social media is not necessarily always a nice place. And I did not want to have to deal with unpleasant comments, all sorts of. So I knew that if I allowed myself to, if it got to that point where I felt that there was too much negativity, too much trying to moderate comments, and that I would close down the channel. So that was anytime, and that still stands for me. If I feel uncomfortable, if I feel like it's going in a direction that I'm really not comfortable, I'll just close the channel. So just because I started doesn't mean for me that I have to continue, and that feels good. That feels safe. That feels like I've got a bit of control there. To be honest with you, after 2 months, I've only had lovely comments. So many of you on tours, when they watch tours of my tiny house, go, thank you for letting us in. So I really love all that, and I think it's wonderful. And so I don't feel uncomfortable at all. But I still have that. If it ever goes that way, I'll just close the channel. The other part was, I wasn't sure it was going to be of any interest to many people. Now, I have another YouTube channel for my endometriosis nutritionist business, and that's been up and running for I think about 2 years. And every fortnight, I put a video on about nutrition for endometriosis, and I think looking today, I think I've got 32 subscribers. And the videos get between 0 and about 35 views on average. So, not the most successful YouTube channel. So I was like, okay, what to me will be success for this channel? But in terms of worth putting the effort into recording a video every week. And I do minor editing, but there's a bit of editing and uploading and all that stuff. And so I set my bar I think a bit low. I thought after 3 months I want to have 50 subscribers and each video get about on average 100 views. That was my, if I reach that after 3 months, then it's worth my time, then it is worth my energy, and I'll keep going, because I do love putting information about my tiny house somewhere as a sort of a legacy of some sort. Anyway, after 6 days I had over 50 subscribers. So that was 2 videos. I got over 60 subscribers. My first video, my launch video, I didn't even share anything at that point. I had more than 200 views. And then the second video had more than 5,000 views. So I went, okay, I think my bar was set a bit low. And clearly there is enough of an interest that I will keep going. So I will keep going. And I'm very excited about that, because I still have so much that I can share with you. But on that, the aim of the channel is to inspire and motivate you to start thinking about your future, your retirement, if you're not retired yet, or if you're in retirement, to make your retirement less stressful. And the part of that that I feel most comfortable talking about is living arrangements, to find a way to live that takes the pressure off finances in retirement, so that you have money to do the things that you deserve to be doing. And for me, that's living in a tiny house on wheels, but I hope that it kind of inspires you to think a little bit creatively about your living, because living costs, the things like mortgage or rent are a big chunk of what we pay monthly, right? And we can't not pay it, because then you're homeless. So that's the aim of the channel, and so hopefully that keeps going, and I am keeping going. So I'm very excited about that. I'm very much enjoying it. So I'm happy that there is interest, and so I'm gonna keep making videos. And I've got already quite a big list of things that I can make videos about. This Sunday you will meet my daughter Malu. She was over for Christmas Eve and Christmas morning, and I managed to pin her down on Christmas Eve, and we had a chat about her experience of living in a tiny house with me, something that wasn't her choice. She just had to come because she was living with me, and therefore I was moving in, so she had to come along too. So you'll meet her, and you will hear her talk about her experiences. And we had a lovely chat and had a few good laughs, which will tell you a little bit about our relationship as well. But I have a lot of other topics that I can talk about. I still have parts of the house to show you in more detail. I've got a, I want to take you into the kitchen and look at how I created my kitchen, the bathroom, my sleeping loft, my storage stairs and wardrobe section. I want to talk to you about my composting toilet, especially if you are a bit skeptical about composting toilets and everybody saying, oh, it doesn't smell, because that I didn't believe that at all. So I'll talk you through how that went. I can share with you my kitchen grey water system. If you like, I can take you into the garden and talk a little bit about my vegetable garden. I grow some vegetables with varying levels of success, but I love doing it, so I can video that. But also just I'm happy to take suggestions. So if there's anything that you think, oh, please make a video about, let me know in the comments and I'll put it on my list. So that's for the channel. Continuing, and I'm having a good time. In terms of Tiny G in 2025, I've got two things that I hope will happen this year. One is that I hope I'll be able to move Tiny to her spot on the 10-acre property. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's two videos. The one, how did I end up living in a tiny house on wheels, and the video about the two parking spots that fell through. In both videos, I talk about where I'm waiting to put her. So I'm hoping that that will come through this year, in which case I will obviously take you along and take you through the preparation for that. And I mean, I've never moved her in this state too, so it's new for me as well. But yeah, I'll take you on that journey. And the other thing, I'm not gonna say much about it, but I have a project that I hope I can start this year, and that is to do with my home office. That's all I'm going to say about it. If it does come through, if it does kick off again, I will have plenty of more videos to make and share with you. And when that's kicking off, of course, I'll let you know, and I'll share with you what the thinking behind that project is and what it's going to look like. It's a bit off the beaten track. So hopefully that will be enjoyable. So yeah, that's my plans for 2025. I'm aiming to make 2025 better than 2024. I'm kind of, except for the, this channel, I'm glad 2024 is over. I thought it was a very odd year, and I think we all deserve, after many odd years, to have a year where things are getting better. I don't know about you, but I really would like things to get better. So that's what I'm hoping for. In the meantime, I'm doing my very best to make my life better as much as I can. So I hope you had a wonderful festive season, and I wish you a great start to 2025. I love having you here. I love you commenting on my videos. So please keep coming back, and let's make this a wonderful, wonderful year for all of us. See you on Sunday, and you'll meet my daughter, Malu.